Hey guys, Kurt here with NK Garage, and today I'm going to be showing you guys my latest tool haul, and this is a big one. This is the motherload of Craftsman wrenches and sockets, and that's pretty much all it is, but there's quite a lot of them. So stay tuned, we'll be showing you guys the reveal, and let me know what you guys think. So, here it is. Do you like wrenches? I like wrenches. I like my wrenches, especially Craftsman wrenches. There are quite a few wrenches here. There's some more up here. They got some double open wrenches in here. Another big one here. This is the 1 7/16 by 1 3/8 inch double open wrench. And we got some double box wrenches here, and there was a couple ratcheting wrenches that just fell on the floor, as well as these midget wrenches here. But the majority of the wrenches here today are combination wrenches. Alright guys, so let's get into it. I think let's start with the metric stuff. There was definitely less metric than there was SAE wrenches, as usual, but there was still a pretty good amount of them. So what we got here is we've got mixed series of metric combination wrenches. These are all 12 point sitting right here. The smallest one we have just one of them, is a 6mm, and it's the VA series forged in USA. Then we have 1 7, 2 8, and then we've got 5 9mm. And then we go up, we got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. That was the biggest we had was 19, and the smallest we had was 6. And every size in between was included. Now these wrenches are in various condition, and they are varying series. I'd say 90% of them are USA made, with a couple of the Chinese ones mixed in. The guy I bought these from, he said, you know, oh, I warranted a couple of them. Some of them are brand new. And I kind of looked and I was like, maybe you shouldn't have done that. Depends on how bad they were. But there are some of these new with tags that have the, they don't tell you where they're made on the wrench, but that's a good indication that they're made in the good old China. Trying to find it on the tag. Oh, there we go. Right there, made in India. How nice. I don't know about you guys, but I like my wrenches made in USA. So, but given that most of them are USA made, I'm not complaining here. Especially the price I paid on these is about $1 a piece. So I bought a whole bunch of tools, and wrenches was about 1/3 of it, I'd say, as far as pieces go. The rest are sockets, and I paid about $1 a piece, and I'm not regretting that at all. Over here we've got SAE and metric. These are 2 6-point combination wrench sets. And in the SAE, we go all the way down to 1/4 inch and all the way up to 7/8. These are all USA made, VA series, or V inverted V, however you like to say it. And there's 2 9/16, but this one's just got a little bit of surface rust. But other than that, the rest of them literally look brand new. There are no owner's marks on them. They are in pristine condition, and it's a complete set. So I think I'm actually going to be keeping that and the metric set for myself, because as well, besides the 14mm, which was another double with surface rust, we have from 8mm all the way up to 19mm, not skipping a single wrench, all VA series in really good shape. The only one that looks like it possibly was used was the 19mm. Has a little bit of nicking right here, but it's not a big deal. So I'm going to be keeping both of these 6-point wrench sets. I used to have a couple of Craftsman 6-point wrenches, but it wasn't a set, so I let them go after a while. And I said to myself, I'll just wait around until an entire set comes along, and here it is. It finally came. And I'll be keeping both of these, putting them in my personal collection. Really the 6-point wrenches is not something that you grab all the time. It's really just something that if you have a bolt or a nut that is in really, really rough shape and you want to make sure that you have a really good grip on it, 6-point wrench might be a good idea. Otherwise, 12-point wrench works really well. And, having twice as many points just gives you more angles to get at the bolt and nut too. But like I said, if you got the 6-point wrench and you have a damaged nut, you might want that just to make sure you got the best possible grip on there. And while we're still on this side of the table, I want to show you guys this wrench that I found. It looks to be an error wrench. It's the old Flying V series before they had the serial numbers, and the only indication of a size right here is it just says 2. It looks like it was probably a 12 millimeter that the stamp was misaligned and it did not hit on center, so all we get is a little 2 here, front and back. Very interesting. I've never seen this error before, and if you guys have seen that, let me know. But this is pretty cool. This is definitely an interesting one. Alright, before we get to the SAE stuff, I figured I'll show you guys there's a 10-piece midget wrench set. Nothing crazy, but it's the good old made in USA pouch. It's all there. Then we got that double open wrench as I showed you before. It is good old V series number 44588, and it is one hell of a wrench, let me tell you. That's a nice one. Sucks that somebody had to go and engrave it, but pretty common with these older tools. We have one line wrench here, 3/8 by 7/16 inch V series, no serial number, so it's an older one. That was the only line wrench in here. We also got some stubby double box VV series wrenches. They're all SAE, and they've all been engraved by the same guy that engraved this one. He engraved a lot of wrenches here. And here's some more double box wrenches, the longer ones, all SAE and all just single V series, and also engraved. But at least it's a set. That's nice. And there was one more here. This one, which has been modified. Kind of sucks, but is what it is. And we got the rest of the double open wrenches. It's a metric and American. Like here's a 10 by 11 VV. Here's a 16 by 18 V series. 1/2 inch by 9/16 VV series. We got a 13/16 by 11/16 V series. Here's another VV series, 3/8 by 7/16. And it keeps on going on. Here's a cool one, 11/16 by 19/32 in the old Flying V series. I'd say there's probably, I don't know, 25 wrenches in here, maybe 30. But, yeah. Here's the cool part. There is a lot of wrenches here. I think just on this side of the table there's like 150, and they're all SAE 12-point combination wrenches, all going down from 1/4 inch to 5/16. We got 11/32, 3/8, 7/16. We got 1/2 inch, 9/16, 5/8, 11/16, 3/4 inch, 13/16, 7/8, 15/16, 1 inch, 1 1/16, 1 1/8, 1 1/4, and 1 5/16. There are a lot of good wrenches here. Most of these are USA made, with a couple that the guy had traded in for some new replacements that are probably more of these ones with the tags, made in India. That's correct. But most of them are still good old USA made. We got some V series, we got some flying V series, we got some VV series, and we got some V inverted V series. And I think the part that gets me most excited is these big wrenches. I mean, these 1 5/16, there's 2 of them, and they're both engraved by that same guy, RHP. But these are both V series 44709 in pretty decent shape. A little bit of grease on them, but they're not really damaged. The engraving is the only thing that I would say would hurt the value. Then we have 3 of the 1 1/4 inch wrenches. This one here is a VV 44708. No markings on it. Then we have a V series, same code, seems to be no markings. And this one is another V series with no markings. So, very nice. 3 of those, unmarked, in pretty decent shape. For 1 1/8, we have 5 wrenches. We got a good old V series 44707. This one has been marked down at the end. Then this one's also marked, same code 44707. Here's a newer made in China one, unmarked. And we have another V series. And last but not least, another Chinese model at the bottom. Alright, we have 4 1 1/16 inch wrenches. Here's a good old VV series 44706, same engraving. Here's the old V series. This one's also been engraved by somebody else named Buddha. Here's another 1 1/16 V series. Also has that RHP engraving. And this was one that he traded in. Good old made in China. 1 1/16. We've got 3 1-inch wrenches, VV, VV, and the good old flying V series. All in pretty good shape. The flying V has an engraving on it. And the collection keeps going. There's 2 15/16 wrenches. I think there's 4 7/8 wrenches. And then once we start going down to the other ones, I mean, there are just many, many copies of each. I think the most popular one was the 1/2 inch. Appears to be about 10 of them, maybe a little bit more. And yeah, I mean, these are all good wrenches. All definitely still good, that they can be used, help fill in people's collections. So I think what I'm going to do is just make sure my collection is up to date and check and see if my father's collection is up to date. And then I'm going to hit all these on eBay. I'm going to keep the 6 points, but the rest of these are all going to go individually for sale on eBay, and at an investment of about $1 a piece, should be able to make some profit. So next up, we're going to take a look at the sockets that I purchased with this, and see what we got there too as well. Alright guys, so here are the sockets. Again, we've got metric on this side and SAE sockets on this side. So we'll start with the metric. Basically this guy, he used to go to tag sales and estate sales and stuff like that and buy up Craftsman tools, and then he would bring them home and he would organize them, and this was his hobbies. He tried to put them all into sets, and some of them are like pretty comprehensive, some of them are kind of limited, but he tried his best to organize them. He did admit that when he did all this, he did not know anything about series and organizing by series, so he just organized by deep versus shallow, 6-point versus 12-point, metric versus SAE, drive size. But he did not know about the different series. So every single one of these sets has got mixed series, unless it was something that he bought. Like some of them might be bought as is and kind of left as is, where they might all be matching from when they were originally purchased, but when I looked, most of them were kind of mixed. But we've got some 1/4 inch sets here. These are all metric, and they are all 6-point except for this one 12-point. They're all shallow, and they have different number of pieces. This one actually is metric, and SAE is on the same rack. But they all seem to be USA made. There are a couple of rogue Chinese, Taiwan pieces in here, but 95% I would say are USA made, which is nice. I'm probably going to end up breaking up all of his work and probably listing a lot of these individually on eBay so that people can fill their own sets with the right series, the ones that they're looking for. But before I break them up, if there are any that are close to a good set, or maybe just need a couple pieces swapped out so they all match the same series, I will do that. But he definitely spent a lot of time going through these, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to take the same amount of time that he did to correct his work and make it all match the same kind of series. There are a lot of Craftsman socket series. I mean, there's there's the G1, G2, then they had them where the numbers were flipped upside down, inverted G, inverted G1, inverted G2, there's V series, there's E series, EE series. It just keeps going. There are tons and tons of different socket series, so sometimes it can be a lost battle trying to organize a bunch of random sockets into sets that make perfect sense. And for a lot of collectors out there, that's what they're trying to do. So they might have sets that they bought that were all originally the same series, and they just need a piece or two to fill that, and that's why I list them individually. And sometimes people are either, sometimes they're going to expand their sets, go up to some of the more XL sizes, which is nice, and sometimes they need to fill in some of the smaller sizes like this one. So most of these are probably going to be set fillers for me and my father. Just make sure we all have everything that we might be missing, and then beyond that, this is all good eBay inventory. Came with a lot of socket racks too. He had them all nicely laid out on socket racks, so I'm not going to be in a socket rack shortage, I'd say. On top of all this, we got, he put together this nice set of 8-point sockets. I have a set of 8-point sockets, Craftsman, so I'm going to check and see if I'm missing any of these sizes. I'm sure I have all the smaller ones, but maybe I need one of the bigger ones. There were 3 extensions in here, old USA ones. They're in pretty poor shape. They've been used as chisels and pry bars, and they're all dinged and dented up, but we'll see if we can't make something out of them. And on top of that, we also got this bag of loose goodies. This was all the stuff that he just never got around to sorting, or didn't have the time to put them in sets. Maybe there was too much missing. So then, I don't know, another 150, 200 sockets in here. So, here there's probably a few hundred, probably another 200 in the bag. So I'd say I probably got 500 sockets. And like I said before, I paid $1 a piece for every piece that he included. We kind of estimated that there were 800 pieces, so I paid $800. Let me know what you guys think. Would you pay $800 for all of these Craftsman tools? And what would you do with them if you came across the motherlode that I came across? Would you keep them? Would you try to resell them? Would you be giving them out to friends and family? Let me know. Let me know what you would do with all this, because it's quite a lot, and it's more than one person could possibly try to use in a lifetime, I think. I don't think anybody needs this many sets of sockets. So let me know what you guys think. Thank you again for watching, and if you haven't yet checked out our other channel, we have another channel called NK Landscaping LLC. It's the main business that me and my business partner Nick do day in and day out, where we do landscape installations, light excavation work, drainage work, and all sorts of stuff like that. So if you're not just into tools and you're also into outdoor work, heavy equipment, landscaping, and you want to check us out there, that would be great. Thank you. If you like, leave a comment, like the video, and subscribe to the channel if you definitely want to see more content like this. So thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.